Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to show 126 with the Hippie Pastor. Before we begin with the show, allow me to give you a little test. Let's see who has been paying attention. What is the difference of these two objects? Object number one, object number two. In Isaiah 64:8, I believe, in the original Sanskrits of the Bible, the prophet Isaiah equals the righteousness of man to use kotex menstruous rags. That's the righteousness of man. That's our righteousness. Even the Pope, even the great pastors and preachers and evangelists, this is their righteousness in the eyes of God. All Christians, all believers, all religious people, all people who think they are holier than thou and self-righteous, this is you in the eyes of God. He used a rag, a menstruous rag from the woman. And this is equal to the righteousness of God, clean and white and unused and beautiful, beautifully clean, smells like perfume. Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to put these away. I just want to make sure you're listening to the show. I'm a man of God. I have the authority. Jesus has given me the authority of giving you the only true interpretation of the words of Jesus Christ. I'm not saying I have the only truth, or that I belong to the only the true religion. I don't. Nobody does. The only true religion is love. If your religion is love, if your God is the spirit of love, then you belong to the only true religion. The rest of it is water under the bridge. But there's some good things in the Bible. I read it every day. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, allow us to continue with the quote of the day. And the quote of the day, let's see who can guess this marvelous author. As usual, here we go. Love other human beings as you would love yourself. Love other human beings as you would love yourself. Who said that? Well, yes, sort of. But the guy who said it not too long ago was the great Vietnamese Emperor Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh was a friend of the free world. He was a wise man, a good man, a public relations man, a good-hearted, good-spirited man, blessed by the gods. Bless your soul, Ho Chi Minh. Ho Chi Minh, Vietnam. He said that. So he's responsible for that quote. Love other human beings as you would love yourself. What a good president. Boy, I wish the whole world would have presidents like that. I'm not saying, I'm not glorifying no politics, no communism, no nothing. I'm glorifying the human spirit in its true essence and beauty. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, as you might have read the title of the show, I'm talking politicians, heavy-duty politicians are not allowed to say any names, any names of who they are, but and nurses, the nurse that my own private nurse that takes care of me, and my dear family who love me, who worship me practically, but I don't allow man worship, so I had to distance myself from them. My own dear family, they've all recommended me, stop doing the show for now. Stop doing the show for now because no, I'm not with that program. It's just a handkerchief. Stop doing the show for now because of the pandemic and the coronavirus. You might get infected. So I told them, look, I'm doing the show. My people, the people need me, man. The world needs my message. The world needs to know the true meanings of the words of Jesus Christ. Ladies and gentlemen, allow us to continue with chapter 18 of the book of St. Matthew. We're on verse 22. Remember, we read the King James Version here. If you don't like it, there's the door. There's the door. There's two doors. And also, I don't read the in-betweens. I only read the red letters, the words of Jesus. And I later explain to you what's going on, as I've been authorized by the living God to show you the way of truth. Ladies and gentlemen, here goes Jesus. Jesus saith unto him, because see, one of the apostles asked Jesus, how many times should I forgive my brother? Should I forgive my brother 7 times if he offends me or sins against me or does something wrong to me? Should I forgive him 7 times? And Jesus said, no, hell no. Forgive him 7 times 70. So 70 times 7, which equals, get your calculators out, 490 times. So we're supposed to forgive our brother or our sister that offends us 490 times. Now, come 491, you got my permission. Take a piece of wood, even if it's a cross, bang them on the head. You could slap the living crap out of them. 491 is too much according to the Lord. 490 is a good number. Ladies and gentlemen, right now we want to pray for all the people, all our brothers and sisters that might be afflicted with disease, with cancer, with a coronavirus, with different type of ailments that are attacking the planet, because now you can't even go to the clinic because you might get the coronavirus. So a lot of people are in bad health in the entire planet. We pray for our brothers and our sisters and all our loved ones, and that people can be healed, and that people can, stress is a killer, that they can leave stress to the side and be happy and forgive and love one another, and don't be afraid to give a hug. Yeah. Come here, hug you. Don't be scared. So, we need to love and forgive so that we can be free of these radical cells that attack and invade our natural bodies. And we need to try to eat natural and stay away from a lot of these artificial, chemical, and filled foods that they give us, that they feed us with, and the water. Be a nature freak like me. Let us continue with the words of Jesus. Here he goes with a parable. Therefore is the kingdom of heaven likened unto a certain king, which would take account of his servants. And when he had begun to reckon, one was brought unto him which owed him 10,000 talents. But forasmuch as he had not to pay, his Lord commanded him to be sold, and his wife and children, and all that he had, and payment to be made. The servant therefore fell down and worshipped him, saying, Lord, have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. Then the Lord of that servant was moved with compassion, and loosed him, and forgave him the debt. But the same servant went out and found one of his fellow servants, which owed him 100 pence, a lot less. And he laid hands on him and took him by the throat, saying, Pay me that thou owest. And his fellow servant fell down at his feet and besought him, saying, Have patience with me, and I will pay thee all. And he would not, but went and cast him into prison till he should pay the debt. So he ratted him out. Right? He called the cops. He called 911. He was a rat. That's what they're teaching our kids now. Be a tattletale. Be a rat. I remember when I was a kid back in the day, being a tattletale and being a rat was a bad thing. Now they try to bring it like a virtue. You see anything funny? Call the cops. Well, I see a lot of funny things. I should be calling the army.